I pay someone $5 an hour to source products for my Amazon business. And this week, that $5 an hour has locked in over $8,000 in profit before a single box even shipped. So I'm going to show you exactly how that worked. I'm going to show you where the system completely broke down as well and failed in the past week. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can build the same machine yourself. So let's look at the actual numbers, shall we? All right, boom. So let's jump right into it. So this is data from just one of my virtual assistants in the Philippines. I pay them $5 an hour. Um, in this sample week, their total pay was $506.43. This is how much they've been paid total. We've only been working together for about a little under a month now. Um, they submitted 20 leads. Out of those, 29 met like strict criteria and were actually purchased. And the way this works is simple. Before I buy anything, I already know the profit that we're going to make on that product over the course of the month. I can see the average monthly sales for that product. I know my cost. I know Amazon's fees. I calculate the exact profit per unit before I even spend a dollar. So when I say $8,035 in locked profit, that money is already baked into the inventory I own. It just hasn't sold through yet, pretty much. And after subtracting the 506 I paid the VA thus far, that's for everything. That's not even just for the past week. That net locked in profit is around $7,500. So that's like a 1,400% X. No, a 1,400%, pardon me. So around a 14X return on labor. But here's the thing, that this system is not perfect. And in fact, this week it completely broke. So let's actually get into that next up. So there are a couple like bottlenecks from the past week. Like everybody on YouTube tells you, sourcing is the hard part, which it really isn't. The sourcing is solved right now. Really the hard part, or not the hard part, but the bottleneck that needs to be overcome right now and is being overcome is the infrastructure. So here's exactly what failed for me this week. Number one, banking friction. So when you have a team of VAs finding incredible leads, you have to spend money fast. So I deployed over 42K this week, and traditional banks don't like that. So they flag my accounts for fraud, they block my cards, and they literally froze my ability to buy leads that VAs were finding, and therefore stopping me from making profit. Number two, prep center capacity. So because the VAs are so efficient, they found more inventory than my prep could physically handle, which really isn't their fault. That's more so on the prep center and like they're having issues on their end. Um, I had profitable leads sitting on a spreadsheet that I couldn't buy because that was an issue. So the lesson here is brutal. A perfect sourcing system is completely useless if your banking and your fulfillment is the choke on the volume, right? You have to build the pipes before you can actually turn on the water. That's super important. So how does the math like of this whole machine work? How does the whole machine actually work, right? And the core principle of this like entire model is really I just review math for the most part, and then I just press buy. I don't really have to touch boxes. I don't have to tape labels. I don't have to talk to any suppliers. It's pretty straightforward. Like step one is the VAs find the leads. Step two, they actually filter them through my exact ROI and profit criteria, which I set for them. And then I look at the spreadsheet, I review the math, and I deploy the capital. And then step four would be, I just have a dedicated operations VA who handles all the back end Amazon work, like listings and violations and making sure that the account health is good. And then step five, the inventory goes straight to the supplier. Pardon me, it goes straight from the supplier to a 3PL prep center, and then they ship it out. And that's the entire $1 million a month blueprint, honestly. So what happens now? Right now, I have like 5 solid VAs. I have around like 10 in training right now, and I'm scaling the sourcing engine even wider. So to fix the failures from this past week, I'm onboarding like 2 new like high volume sort of bank accounts that won't block my transactions. I've also added a second prep center to handle the overflow. And then next week, I'm launching an entirely new strategy, which is brand direct outreach, which I'm going to cover in another video that I'm going to post soon. And we're going to go straight to the brands to negotiate wholesale pricing. So if you want to see if these 10 new VAs actually perform or if the brand direct strategy actually works, hit subscribe. I make sure to post my real numbers, everything, my real P&L and my real failures every single step of the way. And that's about it for this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.